When does it start?
At the beginning
After the vow.
Sorry?
at the beginning of the relationship.
At the beginning of the relationship. Okay. At the beginning of the vow, you said. Uh-huh. And can it start more than once?
Relationship.
No, abstinence.
More than once.
Yes.
But what
You
is
decide to abstain, you abstain.
what do they do?
Yeah, you break the vow, you break it.
But can you restart?
Yes,
Yes.
you can. Once you
can.
made a mistake, you can.
Ah, no, vow. Vow.
Once you made a mistake, you regret, you say, I'm sorry.
You have
If I say to you, huh? If I say to you, it is Lent. Okay? It is Lent. And for me, in Lent, I'm not going to eat on Fridays. And then, hey, when I stand up here and we teach on Friday, and the smells that come up there just pull me down into the dining room because it's my favorite food, and I eat. Does that mean I must eat every Friday of Lent now? No, I can say, I've fallen, let me get up.
That's not a vow.
What is it? But the point is that we can fall and we can stand up. So just because she has had unprotected sex doesn't mean now she has to have sex. She can still say, this is not the choice that I wanted. It went further than I want to. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be in a relationship with this boy now. We love each other, but it doesn't feel right for me that we have sex. So she can still say, I choose to abstain. So the point that I'm trying to make to you is that we can say that to this girl. We can say to her, my darling, I'm sorry too that it went a bit far. What have you learned from it? What have you learned? That maybe you shouldn't sit alone with a boy in a room. Huh? Maybe this is what you've learned. Or how are you feeling? Are you feeling that now that you have had sex with him, you want to continue having sex with him? I think it's important that we need to ask her these questions. And we can say to her, the fact that you have done something that you regret doesn't mean that that has to mold the whole of your life. If you've done something that you regret with him, then step away from it. Do you still love him? Do you still want to see him? And how does he feel about it? Let's have the group counseling. Let's talk about it. And maybe it's necessary for us in a group counseling setting to say, you see, Gloria here came to speak to me. And she loves you very much. But she feels uncomfortable about what happened last Friday. Now, number one, she's had to start a PEP because she doesn't know what your HIV status is. That's a problem. It's a problem that you're in a relationship and she doesn't know your HIV status. And the boy can say, but I'm not HIV positive. But how do you know? Have you tested? We're not accusing you. We're here trying to find a solution. But it's important for us to be able to tell her that just because she's slipped doesn't mean that she's fallen. She can still get up and say, yes.
She wants to go.
Well, if she wants to go on, you're not going to stop her. But the fact that she came to speak to you tells you a story. Huh? That she's confused and she needs your counsel. And maybe she doesn't know that she can have another chance. Maybe she thinks this condemns her. Now it's done. It's finished. But you can say to her, just because you've slipped doesn't mean that this has to define who you are. What is it that you feel? Do you still want to keep yourself until you get married? It's your choice. It would please me, it would please your parents, it would please God. But if this is not what you want, how do we support? So we speak to her and we make sure that we give her this type of thing. Abstinence is not an easy thing. Huh? Or you think it's easy? It's not easy. And one of the problems that we have is that we don't teach people how to abstain. We just say, don't do it. That's all. That's not enough. It's not enough. And we don't say to people, just because you've fallen doesn't mean you can't get up. And how many girls would there not be who would then say, actually, I can carry on with this. Rather than feeling condemned and this is it. We're done now.